All right, this is part 2 of markups and discounts. How do I determine the original price of a sale item? Shining Charizard, huh? There's a really good Pokemon card, a Shining Charizard, on sale for 40% off. After subtracting the discount, it's now $33, which is super cheap. What was the original price? So this goes back to the essential question. It's kind of flipping the idea of the last question. We don't know the original price. We're not trying to find the new price. We already know it. We're trying to find the original price. And let's get into how this actually works. Whatever percentage of the original price, we're going to do percentage of original price is equal to the new price, right? So you do some percent of the original price and you get the new price or cost. Well, if the sale is 40% off, that 40% off is 40 subtracted from 100. So really, we should have 60% of the original price. And now we're going to substitute in for original. Well, we don't know it. We know that it's now. The new one is $33, but we don't know what the original price was. So we need a variable. So we'll use X, and then X is going to represent the original price. So this comes with experience, being able to understand what the words mean mathematically. 40% off means 60%. 60% times that original price is going to equal the new price, which is $33. Let's continue to convert this into math. 60% has to be a decimal. 33 is a decimal after all. So we divide by 100 and we get 0.60. I don't need to write the 0 in the hundredths place because there is assumed to be a 0 here. So this is also 6/10. Of means multiply, and X. We typically don't put a dot in between a coefficient and its variable, but we can do it here, and it's just to show that that of became a multiplication. And then that equals 33. We have an equation. This is an equation. You've done this before. You know how to solve these. 6/10 times X equals 33. What could I do to both sides to figure out the original price, which is what this question's asking for? I would divide both sides by 0 and 6/10. And like I said, I'm going to use my calculator here in front of me because the one I've been using on my computer has been actually breaking things. It hasn't been working very well. So I divide and I get X equals, and X represents the original price, equals $55. So the original price was $55. After 40% was taken off, the price became $33. If the sale price is 40% off, that means that the new price is blank percent of the original price. Well, if it's 40% off, it must be 60% of the original price. So now think in a sentence. 60% of the original price is $33. Translate your sentence into math. A percent of a number means use multiplication. You're going to be multiplying. The word is means equal. And your variable represents the original cost. Finally, we solve the equation using the blank of equality. We should say division property. I forgot there should be 2 lines here. Division property of equality. Excellent. We are doing so good. By the way, if you find a Shining Charizard for that cheap, you should buy it immediately. I believe that those are like thousands of dollars. So, you know, just cardboard. All right, next question. It looks like we have a mouse here. I'm not talking about the type that eat cheese. Okay, how do I determine the selling price of an item? A store pays $50 for a Razor Death Adder Elite. I can't even pronounce that. The percent markup is 40%. What is the selling price? Okay. Once again, a store does not pay what they sell the item to for you. That would be foolish. If they paid $50 for one of these awesome mice and then sell it to you for $50, they're going to lose money because they have to pay to have the lights on. They have to pay their employees. They have to pay for all the equipment that they have in the store. So instead, they're going to mark it up. right? And the markup is 40%. Now remember, the original price is always 100%. So that $50 is 100%. The markup of 40% is going to take 100% up to 140%. So we have the original price plus the percent for the markup, and that will equal the selling price will be 140% of the original price, right? So 140% of the $50 that they pay will equal the selling price. And I'm just going to put a dollar sign because I don't have any more space. So we have to convert this into decimals. So 140%, you divide by 100, right? And that's 1.4. Of means multiply by 50 equals the selling price. And you could represent this with a variable, but we'll just put selling price, SP. Okay, so I'm going to get out my trusty calculator, and I'm going to write 1.4 times 50, and I get 70. So the selling price is 70 bucks. That's how much you would pay. And then the store would take 20 extra dollars that they would use to pay their employees, to pay for the lights, to pay for having the store open, etc. Okay, the original price is always what percent? 100%. So if the markup is 40%, the new price will be 140% of the original price. Translate the sentence into math. 140% of the original price means 140% as a decimal multiplied by 50 bucks. And that's exactly what we did here. And we found that the cost after markup, the selling price, is $70. That does it. Good work, everybody. We are moving towards the end. I think that's our second to last lesson. #tier. Okay, bye.